up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Miguel Malenciano. This is Evolution Angler Bassin, and this is a special Finesse Factory Friday takeover. What's in the box? I've got something very special for you today. Are you ready? I hope you are. First off, how's that bite? That pre-spawn is coming real quick, and I hope you're stocking up with all your gear, with all your baits, with all your techniques. Hope you're ready to go. Second, I want to give a thank you to all the subscribers and to all the action the channel's been getting lately. We're starting to go somewhere. The train is starting to move. Let me tell you why I'm so excited today. You see the tackle warehouse everywhere? See that big tube? You see that rod? That's what I got for you today. And it is, again, Finesse Factory Friday takeover edition of What's in the Box. So you know where I'm headed this one. Let me show you what I got. G Loomis E6X medium mag tip finesse rod. Woo! This rod has been inspected already, but assuming you just got a rod in the mail like this, first thing you're going to want to do is obviously look at it for any clear signs of damages. The second thing you're going to want to do is make sure all the guides are straight and aligned, which means lining up the rod like this right to your eye and making sure you can see all the way down to the last guide. And if you could do that, then the guides are nice and straight and you're good so far with a decent rod. And finally, the most crucial inspection you could give a rod is to take a simple Q-tip like this, go to the guides, swab it. If any of those hairs stay stuck on there, then the pane or something on the guide is actually fractured and you're not going to want that rod. It's just going to get worse from there. So again, just pass a Q-tip, check the guides, make sure they're all good. Everything is straight on the rod, then you are good to go. I wanted to step up in quality and sensitivity. And not for nothing, I wanted to go American made. So enter the G Loomis E6X. MSRP, 219 bucks. G Loomis. Everybody knows G Loomis. Everybody knows the standards that G Loomis brings to the table. Plus, it's American made. This rod is going to have that magnum taper at the end. So even though it's an extra fast rod, it's going to have that real light sensitivity at the end. So you could just be finessing whatever bait you have tied on, and it's not going to move a country mile unless you want it to. This rod comes in two versions, the medium and the light version. I ended up going with the medium version because my home bodies of water and the surrounding areas, just like Okeechobee, vegetation. Want to toss to the edge of pads? No problem. This is going to have the backbone. They sneak back in there, rip them back out. Let me show you what I mean. So it's like you got the best of all three worlds. Sensitivity, strength, and action. Pretty versatile rod overall. This rod is rated for 6 to 12 pound test line. I'm gonna end up going with anywhere from 12 to 20 pound braid and anywhere from a 4 to 8 pound test fluorocarbon leader. It's also rated for lures size 3/16 to ½ an ounce. So you are gonna have your variety and range from smaller baits to larger baits in terms of soft plastics, top waters, spinner baits, but this is primarily meant for drop shotting. And I am dedicating this rod for a couple things beyond drop shotting, and I'll show you what I mean. First off, your classic drop shot, primarily with a 3/16 ounce weight. If I want to fish a little bit deeper and current's an issue, no problem. You can go up and fish a little bit bigger size profile in terms of lure, hook size, and weight. Why not? Let's go up to a ½ ounce if need be. Do your wacky style presentations, especially in the heat of that summer. You want to go down in hook size, you want to go down in line size, no problem. This rod is going to get it done. Your lighter to medium sized Texas rig applications. I prefer to go with tungsten weights just because it makes the profile on the weight a little bit smaller. And remember, you're going to be fishing with smaller diameter line in terms of the leader anyway. Keep in mind, you're going to want to keep it in that midpoint of that range, because for someone like myself that's going to be fishing around a lot of cover and those fish like to run back in and out of those pads and those alleys, that might be a deal maker or a deal breaker. You could throw your smaller top waters on this. You could throw your smaller poppers. Maybe you could even get away with your medium-sized top water type lures. Same goes for spinner baits. And now the bladed jigs are a thing, and they're coming out in all different sizes and varieties. I'm sure you could find a finesse bladed jig to match suit and be put on this rod. Your finesse style jigs and trailer presentations will be magic on this. I wouldn't suggest tossing this too far, too heavy into cover, but definitely along the bottom wherever there's rock. This this will be a major player in the game. Try to keep it on the heavier side if you could help it. This is a 3/8 finesse jig by Beast Coast. Doesn't matter what brand you go with, but remember, I'm saying heavy for a reason because you can keep it along the bottom and knocking on those rocks a little bit louder, especially if you're fishing dirty water. Sound, vibration, anything you could stir up is going to be key for you. Your shaky head, especially your smaller to your medium sized shaky head, you're going to want to keep it mid-range. When you're fishing flats and shallow water, 3/16, why not? Maybe even a little lighter, depending on how the current is on the body of water you're fishing. But the shaky head will be deadly on this rod. Somewhat new player in the game, the Nico rig, being perfected as we speak by anglers all around the world. This is a hot item technique right now, and this rod is definitely going to be able to handle this. Hopefully in the spawn, I'll be able to take advantage and toss lures like this right into beds. Your tungsten. Keep in mind what size nail weights you're going to use. If you're fishing a little bit deeper water, remember to account for the depth, and that's going to let you know what size weights you should be going with. If you're in deep water, don't go more than ½ ounce. With this rod, don't go in waters that require more than ½ ounce. Current also plays a factor in that. Then another classic, for me anyway, your smaller swim bait presentation on your EWG style hooks. You can go weighted, you can go unweighted. In the spring, I personally fish a lot of shallow water, so I may not even use a weight at all. And if I do, it may be a 1/16 ounce weight specifically on the hook already, up to about a 3/16. Anything 5 feet or deeper, and depending again on what kind of water you're fishing, moving water or still water, then a heavier weight will probably be required. But don't sleep on the swim bait, especially on this rod. I ended up pairing this rod with a Mitchell 300 Pro Series, I believe the 310. I'll give you more info on that as soon as I get it in the mail. Just to let you know, it is a pretty light reel. This year with my finesse game, I'm not playing. I'm looking to step it up even more. It's already my strong hand, but there's always a lot more you could learn. There's always much more deeper you can go. It's definitely my go-to style, and even during times where I'm just fishing for fun, I'm a numbers kind of guy again. So to step up now in terms of quality of rod overall, and this be my first rod of the series, finesse rod, I am super excited. That's gonna do it for today's episode, YouTube. It was just a quick one, but I wanted to show you the rod. And after all, it is a Finesse Factory Friday. Apart from liking, apart from subscribing, be sure to comment. Let me know what you think of the rod. Let me know what you think of the setup. Let me know what you think of the approach overall. I'm gonna leave links in the description below, so if you want to go ahead and check out Tackle Warehouse, take a look at this rod. If not this rod, there's plenty of rods in this specific series that might suit your needs. Go ahead and take a look at that. We got some other arrivals in the mail, but that's for boat mods, so be sure to look out for those videos coming out soon. YouTube, I'm going to let you go for now. Happy Friday. Remember, I'm Miguel Malenciano. This is Evolution Angler Bassin, and this G Loomis E6X Mag Medium Drop Shot rod is lights out.